Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Some more. There's a lot going on in DC. We have the National Guards down here. The Democrats are going crazy. They're saying we don't need it. We don't need it. You see, it's not necessary. How dare you, Trump? How dare you? How dare you? Well, the mayor is starting to soften up her tone when it comes to President Trump. She's the one in his first term that put Black Lives Matters in big yellow. I thought it was so funny. Oh, they went back, they fought back and forth. When his 2016, those 4 years, I think it was in 2018 when she put Black Lives Matters in big fluorescent yellow print right where the White House is on 16th Street. He could look out the window and see it right there. So they sort of fought back and forth. However, she first came out swinging, we don't need the National Guards, we don't need that. Many people said it. However, I know we need it. I know we do. I know Washington, D.C. needs the National Guards. Home rule, as I said in my previous video, as I was going across the city, showing you different places, but home rule is needed. I mean, sorry, not home rule is needed, but home rule is the governing document that Washington, D.C. has and that the mayor and the city council has to use in order to make laws and decisions. And I gotta say, they were not doing a good job as far as making sure that they followed it. And I have a little info showing that the National Guards is needed. It is most definitely needed. And let me straight. Okay, I got it straight right there. Okay. I'm looking. There it goes. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now. Oh, please like, subscribe. Please do that. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I'm demonetized. Please help me out. If you want to help me, donate, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Politics with Laura. Any and everything helps. All right. Now, let's just simply get down to it. Let's just get down to it. All right, here it is. Listen to this and then tell me if you think that President Trump did the right thing. President Trump had no reason to bring in the National Guards to DC. You know, the crime isn't so bad. You know, it's normal. No, it is not. Okay. I'm going to show you. Just take a look at Mayor this. Bowser. All right. Now, I went back to 2023. Okay. And now this right here is it's going to show you actual crime in just one section of DC, just one, Columbia Heights. And just pay attention to it and just look at it. You're going to find it very interesting how the Democrats let it get this bad. Okay, take a listen. I'm not going to go through a whole 2 years. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give you 2023, and I'm doing this specifically because that's when a lot of the people start coming in from other countries, and Governor Abbott was sending people all over the United States to sanctuary cities. Okay, having said that, now look at this. Okay, this right here is in Northwest DC. A homicide arrest, 120. Now, this right here is Columbia Heights in Washington, D.C. It is a neighborhood. And the neighborhood has, now since we have all the new people coming in from other countries, I think it has 48,000 people in a neighborhood. That's a neighborhood. Okay. And it stretches from, what is it, Spring Road? 14th and Spring Road to, okay, I don't remember, but here. 1:25 a.m. shooting in Columbia Heights. Okay, this right here is May 16th, 2023. August 17th, a man killed, another injured in Columbia Heights shooting. Okay, I'm not going to get into the particulars of it, but you'll see Columbia Heights, Washington, D.C. This is only one area. A man killed and another injured in a shooting near Columbia Heights. Excuse me. August 17th. Okay. WJLA. This is August 16th, 2023. One man dead, one man injured in connection to a shooting near Columbia Heights on the 1300 block. Connected to this. Okay. A man fatally shot near Columbia Heights subway station. Okay. Now, and it goes on, and a lot of these shootings are retaliation. Okay, you hear psh, 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 all day long, right? Well, not all day long. I'm being a little hyperbolic. Okay, two people. Okay, two men shot and killed near Columbia Heights. What date is this? I don't see a date, and I'm not going to open it up. Here is, what is this? Oh, July 2023. Police investigated double homicide in Columbia Heights. That right there was a month before all of this stuff over here happened. Here, November 13th, 2023, a man and woman shot in 1:15 in the afternoon in Columbia Heights. I don't know if that's a weekend or whatever it is, but here, 14th in Irving Street Northwest. If you know, you know, right in front of the subway station. And it goes on here, July 23rd, two men killed in Columbia Heights shooting. So you're saying that it's not needed? It's out of control. DC police investigated a double shooting in Columbia Heights. A double shooting here, a 54-year-old woman. Columbia Heights Metro Station, where just 24 hours prior, Metro Transit says a man assaulted and robbed a 54-year-old woman. Okay, so it is off the chain to make it look less violent. Man killed in double shooting in Columbia Heights, August 17th. So there's a lot that happened in August 17th in Columbia Heights in 2023. But here, you got a 17-year-old charged with a shooting death of a DC teen, November 11th, 2023. So there, it's just what it is. So here, police arrested teen in November 14-year-old in November 13th, 2023 in Columbia Heights. So when they say that, oh no, it's not that bad, no, that isn't true. I'm giving you proof. You see it. So you see that the National Guards is needed in DC. You see it. I'm showing you what's in the newspaper, what they're reporting. So when Donald Trump says, we need the National Guards here because Mayor Bowser isn't doing anything, and she isn't. And I went back to 2023 specifically. That's when she said that if anybody goes into the store and they steal, as long as they steal less than $1,000, if they steal over $1,000, well, are you nuts? You had people stealing, then they leave, they come back the next day and steal some more. And this is Mayor Bowser's policy. They stole so much that CVS closed down in Columbia Heights. It was crazy. The security guard just stood there and was like, Mayor Bowser. And she did this. What did she get out of this? What did city council get out of this? Having this whole DC falling into complete chaos. President Trump specifically said, Everything occurred in 2022. It hit the fan in late 2022, 2023. It was off the hook. Now, this is what I'm showing you. Let me go ahead and finish showing you. You see it right for yourself. And this is only just what? Now it's 2025. But you just really can't believe the hype. Man dies overnight shooting, and this right here is February 2025. A couple of months ago, 3 arrested in Columbia Heights shooting, including juveniles. March 29th, 2025. A shootout. What day was this? Because I remember some shootouts. Shootout in Columbia Heights. Police have found both. Okay. Here, 14th and Fairmont Street. That's just right down the street. I know where that area is. So when Trump says it's violent in sanctuary cities and democratic cities to where the mayor could have done something but didn't, you got the proof right here. Okay. So that right there is so true. Had the proof, and 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 I'm showing you. I'm not sitting here telling you what I think. I'm not anywhere, some other place saying, "Oh well, I walked through DC. I talked to 5 people. I went to a specific area, and it was safe." Let me just go ahead and get straight to the skinny. All right, and it was safe. No, I'm not doing that. I'm showing you newspaper articles to where you can see President Trump is absolutely correct in bringing in the National Guards. Now, I showed you, I drove down her on another video showing where it is and seeing some people trickle in. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I was talking to somebody earlier, and she said, I don't even come outside anymore. I don't know what's going to happen. And it's true. You saw there was a shooting in broad daylight, a shootout. You just saw that. That was right there. What was that in March of this year? A shootout. So what President Trump is doing, he needs to do it. Now, what I found interesting, and I have it in an article, Mayor Bowser was a start, like, no, you're not going to do that. No, we don't need the National Guards. We got this. She's changing her tune. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, where is it at? Oh, there it is. Okay, here. Mayor Bowser. I got that. Oh, I'm sorry. That right there's a wrong one. I'm going to come back to Janine Pyro. Wrong one. I do apologize. Let me come back again. I got all these windows open. Okay, here. This is CNN. DC Mayor Bowser changes her tune on Trump's crackdown on ramps. Crackdown ramps up, right? So where's it? I just saw it. Okay, here after the election, Donald Trump won. The president-elect, Washington, D.C. Mayor Bowser flew to Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate to see him. Now, I didn't know that. Okay. She had to go kiss the ring because they've been beefing his first election. They were fighting. It was hysterical. It was funny. I'm going to say it was funny. I was watching. It was funny. When the Republican pressured her over the giant Black Lives Matter lettering that is installed in front of the White House. Wait a minute. They were beefing so much that she put Black Lives Matters in big yellow letters. So she's taking that down. In front of the White House, Trump's first term, Bowser agreed to remove it. Her reasoning: the city has bigger fish to fry, particularly on managing the federal job cuts, and people are losing their jobs. Oh my goodness, it is. And I'm going to do a video on my other channel about the women who are like, I'm strong and independent, I don't need a man. Watch all these women start getting married. Just watch. Okay. Trump has enacted this year. Okay. Oh crap. Okay. All right. Now, Trump federal police. Where is it? I just saw it. Okay, describing Trump's executive action is unsettling and unprecedented, but Bowser on Monday blasted the city's lack of full autonomy. Well, they had to take the autonomy away because what you were doing, you allowed illegal immigrants to vote to stay in power. You gave them IDs, you gave them all types of money and scooters and everything else. She did all that. And the city council, everyone's Democrat. You don't have a Republican to bounce any ideas off. It is like an echo chamber. It's like, hi. No. It's crazy. It is really crazy. Okay, frustrated criticizing Trump's directly. Where's it at? Minutes later, she suggested the federal intervention may work to the city's benefit and told reporters she didn't have the legal authority to stop Trump's plan anyway. So you saw what I showed you. Just one area of DC, all that crime going on within what was actually 1 year. And there was more than that. I just showed you just a small part of it that leaked into 2025. And you saw there was a shootout going back and forth in DC, in Columbia Heights area, down on 14th and Fairmont. You may not know what it is, but if you were to look it up, you'll see. And it's not far from the White House. Maybe about 20, maybe about 15 blocks, maybe. It's wild. It's really wild. But now she's saying, okay, I can't stop you, but maybe this might be beneficial for DC. Mayor Bowser, yes, it is beneficial for DC. Now you have a lot of people saying, well, no, it's not true. You're not there. You're not in DC. You don't come here on a daily basis. You may come twice a week, twice a year or something like that, whatever. But it's a serious problem. So the fact that we have more law enforcement and presence in the neighborhood, that may be a positive. She said, not maybe, it will be positive. Because I was just in Columbia Heights earlier today, and I see police officers just sitting there. And guess what's going on? No crime. I mean, nobody's doing anything. And from my understanding, this is something. Trump is like, I'm getting all crime. They're saying that if you sell cigarettes, if you go to the store and you buy a pack of cigarettes and you're outside and you're selling them, right there is commerce. It's like you stealing from the cigarette company. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. You don't do that. You buy it and you smoke it. You don't buy it and sell it and somebody else smokes it. It's going to be it's going to be bad. All right. So, okay, this time where the community says, I'm sorry. This is the time where the community needs to jump in, and we all need to do what we need to do and what we can in our spaces or in our space, in our lane, and protect our city. What a different tune. She is singing a different tune. Now here, to protect our home rule, she stomped all over home rule. She and the city council stomped home rule. Now, in case if you don't know, DC is not a city. People call it a city. It's not. It's a territory, a district territory, and it was governed by. Let me go and show so you can. It was governed by the federal government. The Congress had control over DC. So whenever DC needs money, it goes to Congress directly and not to the states. So all of Congress, all over all 50 states, has to agree, and they throw earmarks in. You got to do this, you got to do that to get this, you got to jump over this and jump over that. That's how it was. Well, it still is kind of the same way. So Washingtonians like, look, we want our own autonomy. Now they couldn't give DC a governor. No, they couldn't. But DC got a mayor and a city council and a school board. You have all those three, and all of it are Democrats. Democrats. And I think maybe one person's a Republican on a school board, but everybody else is Democrats. So everybody is on the same agenda. The same agenda. Now, I'll save that for some other video. Now she's like, okay, President Trump, I can't stop you, but you do have a point. And this may be beneficial. Not maybe, it will be. From my understanding, they were out 8 o'clock in the morning getting people from, I think 80 people got arrested. I'm just like, look, if you're out there acting a fool, you might not want to, because the federal government, people that are in the National Guards, Secret Service, and the Secret Service is out there too, along with the FBI and Homeland Security. Now, these government agencies are not going to be genteel with you. They work off of a different law, and that is especially if you act stupid. And if you come out here, anywhere, go to any Democratic city, you're going to see somebody in a police officer's face cussing them out. I don't got to do this. I don't got to do that. I don't got to do that. And I'm like, your ass is dumb. You have an ID. If you look at the bottom of the ID in a small print, by you signing there, you waive your freedom. So they can come and do whatever they want. They can, they do, and they will. Get a passport. Okay, let me shut up. I'm already demonetized. I don't need to have my channel taken down. Oh, Lord. Okay. But that's what's going on. And home rule is the governing body or the governing documentation for DC. Not the Constitution. Well, we have the federal Constitution. Every state has its own individual constitution to where it governs by. However, DC doesn't have a constitution. It has home rule. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that. Oh, hey, Yvonne, how you doing? Okay, about Epstein. Okay, I'll deviate for a second because it's you. Now, think about it like this. They all knew about Epstein. Everybody knew about Epstein, right? Now, if they had anything on Trump, don't you think the Democrats would have used that against Trump a long time ago? They haven't. If you've been watching the city council, not the city council, but Congress, because I've been watching them, the Democrats are like, well, we don't want anybody putting the perpetrators' names out there. Well, why? Why? Their names need to be out there. We need to know who these freaks are, but they are protecting them. So the Republicans are calling them out. Wait a minute. You need to put these people's names out there. Their names should not even be redacted to us. The Democrats went as far as trying to redact the names to their sitting body. their own committee. The Democrats don't even want the Republicans to know who these people are. I mean, that right there is outrageous. Okay, okay, Von. So I mean, Epstein, man, that is so deep. But let's get back to crime. What's going on here in DC? Now, like I know, it is crazy. And it's violent. It's violent. And something needs to be done because Muriel Bowser. I mean, okay. It's so nuts here in DC. It's so nuts that you can go. And matter of fact, Janine Shapiro is going to say it. She's going to say it, okay? I mean, not Shapiro, but Pyro. Janine Pyro is going to say it. Now, I can tell you're going to like, politics with Laura, you're just trying to make DC all horrible. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I will say this. They have no bond. So you can go and commit a crime and you could be out. Okay? They'll let you out. You can go somebody and they'll let you out. They will. They will. And they're so and DC is one of those places to where you can commit a crime and then instead of being in jail in DC, they'll send you all over the United States. Anywhere, because there's so much crime going on in DC, you need a place to put all the people. And I showed you let me show you again, just so that it's fresh in your mind. Look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. Not that. I'm done with that. This. The Democrats are saying, Donald Trump, President Trump had no reason to bring in the National Guards to DC. And look at that. Crime isn't so bad. It's normal. No, it is not. Okay. I'm going to show you. This is only one area. A man killed and another injured. This is Columbia Heights. This is one section in DC. I'm not talking about the whole DC. No. One neighborhood. One. I want you to see me when I say this. One neighborhood. Columbia Heights has about 46,000 people. People are living on top of each other. The crime is outrageous. I'm going to play this again. And I really want you to get I want to soak you with this so that when you hear Donald Trump saying, hey, we need help here. They're over there shooting down there by the White House. And they do. If you know the area, if you know DC, the White House is on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You walk up a couple of blocks and go on over. It's hell. Okay. That side is hell. When you go up 16th Street from the White House, walk up. Whenever you go into the right, it's hell. Whenever you go to the left, it's not so bad. Okay? It's not so bad. So just listen to this. Just listen. And I'm going to show you newspaper articles. This is not me making anything up. Okay, let me go ahead and shut up. Near Columbia Heights. Excuse me. August 17th. Okay. WJLA. This is August 16th, 2023. One man dead, one man injured in connection to a shooting near Columbia Heights on the 1300 block. Connected to this. Okay. A man fatally shot near Columbia Heights subway station. Okay. Now, and it goes on, and a lot of these shootings are retaliation. Okay, you hear psh, 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 all day long, right? Well, not all day long. I'm being a little hyperbolic. Okay, two people. Okay, two men shot and killed near Columbia Heights. What date is this? I don't see a date, and I'm not going to open it up. But this is what I want to show you. Here is. Is this it? I don't know if that's a weekend or whatever it is, but so you're saying that Uh, Transit says look less violent. Um, 17th in Columbia Heights in 2023. But here, you got a 17-year-old charged with a shooting death of a DC teen, November 11th, 2023. So it's just what it is. So here, police arrest. That isn't true.
Where's it at?
It's 2025. But you just really can't believe the hype. Man dies overnight, including shootout.
Right here.
What day was this? Because I remember some shootouts.
There is a shootout. A shootout. A shootout in Columbia Heights. That happened. When did that happen? When did that happen?
Shootout in Columbia Heights. Police have found both. Okay. Here, 14th and Fairmont Street. That's just right down the street. I know where that area is. So when Trump.
And that happened this year. I think that happened back in March or April. That happened was August, 4 months ago. 4 months. They're shooting broad daylight. I mean, it's not like it was like 2:00 in the morning and you see that. No, it is where people is out and. But they don't need the National Guards. They don't need federal oversight. They don't need that. Yes, they do. This has to stop. It does. Now, some may not agree with me, and that is okay. You don't have to agree with me, but don't overlook the information that is out there. Now, I showed you a Google search, and everything that you saw was in Columbia Heights, DC. And everything was in order. Okay, of course it's going to be in order, but you saw it. So when President Trump is saying, hey, well, we need to take over these major cities, just understand why. Look at the major cities, just Google whatever it is, and then you'll see the crime that goes on. And a lot of people don't even go outside anymore. It's just not safe. Now, is there crime 24 hours a day? No. But when it happens, it happens. And that's all I want to say. And let me go ahead and let you listen to Janine Shapiro, because I keep on saying Shapiro. Janine Pyro. It's going to be quite interesting, because she's going to put it to where the goats can get it. I got that right. I got that right. All right, here.
Enough people who are able to analyze the DNA and all of the testing that we need to have done. That's number one. Number two, as it relates to prosecution, I have been very clear that Title 16 is not enough. Under Title 16, if you are 16 or 17 years of age, we can get you for rape 1, murder, robbery 1, burglary 1. But if you shoot someone and don't kill them, I don't have jurisdiction. It goes to the Attorney General, the State Attorney General, Brian Schwab, and the focus is family court rehabilitation. Now, I was a family court judge in New York for a short period of time. The mission there is not punishment, it's rehabilitation. As evidenced by, do we have those posters? Yeah, we had a poster with what you get is yoga and you get ice cream socials in family court. Well, I'm done with yoga and ice cream socials. We've got to change the law to bring them into the justice system. We've got to get rid of the 3 statutes or 3 laws passed by the DC Council. Number one is the Youth Rehabilitation Act, where you basically say with the Youth Rehabilitation Act that what we're going to do is we're going to say, if you're sentenced and you're under the age of 25, that the judge can give you probation irrespective of what the crime is. That's nonsense. And that's why a judge, and you're tired of hearing about me say this, that's why a judge gave a 19-year-old 2-3 weeks ago, and I wrote an op-ed piece, gave a 19-year-old probation, and I understand it's 2 years probation to go to college with no mandate, for getting on a public bus with an illegal gun, shooting an individual in the chest, which to me is intent to kill. And he walked away after we convicted him. He walked away with no jail time. If that's what you want in this district, then I'm the wrong person to be United States Attorney. Number one, the Incarceration Reduction Act. The Incarceration Reduction Act that the DC left-leaning council passed says if you're 25 years old and you were sentenced to 15 years as a young kid for probably murder, even a serial murderer, we can let you out. If you're 25, we can let you out.
Now that right there is very true. I'm going to hold on for a second. That right there is very true. Now you saw the newspaper articles when I went back 3 years. People, the people are shooting each other like it is nothing. DC, the crime, the justice system, all of that has no teeth. They make fun of it. Ha ha ha. I could do whatever I want and I'm only going to get out. The only thing they have to do is say, oh, I have a hard life and I have this, I have that. Please. I showed you within one section of DC, you saw it because I showed it to you. And if you haven't showed it, go. If you weren't here, please like, subscribe. Please do that. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Just go back and then you'll see it. You'll see it. Okay. And let me go back to Janine Shapiro because she's going to get into more stuff. How you could shoot somebody and get probation. It is crazy. It's crazy.
Not because you're rehabilitated, not because the offense wasn't that bad, but because we can. And that's gotta go. All right. And the third thing is record seal. I go through all of the effort to get a conviction, and they want to seal the convictions. They want to say, we want to seal convictions after 5 years. If I'm a mother, and thank God my kids are older, if I'm a mother, I want to know if a nanny has an assault conviction. If I'm an employer, I want to know if this person has been convicted of larceny or petty larceny. Or if, say, I'm not in a public school, but I got a private, like teaching a tennis group. I need to know if this guy's a predator, a pedophile. Everything about the DC Council's focus is defendant oriented. I'm oriented to these people, and the people of the district are as well.
Do you have any special powers under this federal takeover that you can, you talked about a little bit, well, you talked a lot about it, but any special?
I don't have any special powers. I wish I did.
But can you also talk about where you stand on hiring prosecutors and judges?
I am, you know, I'm not going to bore you with the facts. Don't quote me on that. That was off the record. I can only hire during certain periods once there's been an ad or some kind of posting, and then I can hire. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing the best I can. The president has given me the permission to hire. This is an office that has been neglected, and I'll say it publicly. It's been neglected. With people signing contracts, they didn't know what they were signing. All right, it just kind of ran on its own. Not anymore. This is an office where nobody seemed to care that we were down 90 lawyers, 60 investigators, and paralegals. I do. And so my effort is to get people.
Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. So I did a poll. So please. Start on it. I did a poll. Do you think that President Trump was right for bringing international guards into DC? Let me just see what you all think. Now, it's not only DC, not only there, but DC is the starting point. If you know anything about the United States, any changes that occurs, it always happens in DC first, then it goes out throughout the other 50 states. I don't know what state is going to be next. So they're going to be here for about a month cleaning everything up, and it's going to be vast and it's going to be swift. I have a funny feeling that Congress, by it being Republican, that they're going to side with Trump, because you got to look at Philly. Oh my goodness, New York City's off the hook. Chicago is crazy. LA is out of this world. San Francisco, oh my goodness, it's terrible. Houston, Austin, Texas, Miami, you go all around the United States, it's the same thing. And it's run by Democrats. Actually, up in Montana, when that foolish governor, I can't remember her name, she said, defund the police, defund the police. What, 6 months later, she was running, trying to get National Guards to come in so that they could deal with all the crime that was going on, and then rehired the police and put things the way they were. Foolish. These Democrats, I know that they want to help. I know they do. I know they're like, we are the world, and give a person a chance, give them a second, third, fourth, fifth chance. They're going to get it. Some people, no. Some people you can talk to and they'll get right. Other people, you got to put them behind bars because they didn't get it the first or second time. And if they act crazy in school, and if they don't, fizzle out in school and then become something productive, and they keep that same mindset and behavior and put that out in society, no. You need to be removed. You need to be removed because you're causing chaos. And not everybody has to deal with your chaos. No. So if you get caught up in this stuff, let me see. I got 100%. Everybody agrees Trump did the right thing by bringing National Guards in DC. Did the right thing. And I think he did too. And my opinion, I get, man, people say some terrible things to me. They're like, you are a Trump supporter. I'm like, yeah, why not? Biden, I'm not going to go. Wait a minute. When I was down there at the Stadium Armory, and I showed this yesterday, I got into a conversation with a progressive Democrat, and the only thing he did was doing all the talking points. Oh, Trump is a racist. Oh, Trump is bad for the country. Oh, Trump is a what do they say? A fascist. Throwing all that out there. Okay. What was Biden? Oh, Biden, no, he's not like that. You know that Biden allowed the war to go on in the Middle East, and what's over there in the ukulele country, he destabilized that. Oh, he didn't. It is crazy talking to those people. It's crazy talking to them because they're so stuck on him that no matter what he does, it's okay. Now, I'm not saying that Trump is the best thing in the world. He's doing a hell of a lot better than Biden. Okay? Trump. And when I say nationalist, oh my goodness, you're like, oh, that means racism. Wait a minute. No. When people say, I love my country, I love China, you don't call them a racist. When people say, I love England, you don't call them a racist. When black people say, hey, black power, you don't call black people a racist. But let white people say, I love my country. I'm a patriot. You racist. It is awful. It is awful. It's almost like loving America is a horrible thing. You can't love the country. You can't do that, because if you do, you are a racist dog. You need to be put down like Old Yeller. It is wild. It is wild. Now, people say, well, you come across as a white, a right-wing conservative. No. I'm a middle of the road independent. You just change the definition. Okay, let me go ahead and cancel that. Okay, let me end that poll. Okay. Thank you for that. So, where do we go from here? I'm going to predict something. And you're going to say, Politics with Laurie, you're off your rocker. Stop drinking that coffee. I predict that there's going to be unity. Politics with Laurie, what you talking about? I predict there's going to be unity. Yeah, it's going to get crazy first. It's going to get crazy. I grant you that. But there's going to be a complete turnaround. And when I talk about unity, I'm not talking about anybody else but Black and white Americans. That's all that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Latinos. I'm not talking about Asians. I'm not talking about Caribbeans or Africans. No, all of you are over there. All of you are buffer people, and you know it. I'm talking about Black Americans and white Americans. Something's going to happen. It's going to bring us together. Watch. What is this? August 13th. What time is it? 11:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm putting that out there. We're all going to come together. I see it. I don't know what's going to kick it off. I'm not sure. But that's what I feel. I feel that. But, hey, please like, subscribe. Help me out there. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I have been demonetized. And let me say, let me just answer this one last thing that Vaughn put out there. Conservative Supreme. Well, thank you very much, Conservative Supreme. I get a lot of flack. I've been called a white man's bed wench. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm called Uncle Tom or Aunt Thomasina. It only shows that you don't read. Uncle Tom was a strong slave. Chicken George was the one who told where all the slaves were. Please read. It's embarrassing. Let me see, what else do I get called? I get called, oh goodness, so many damn names. I get called a whole lot of names. That only shows me that I'm doing something right. Because if I'm upsetting people, I'm doing something right. I'm, getting away from what other people believe that I should be. Since I'm a Black American woman, I'm supposed to think like a Democrat. I'm supposed to think, open borders, let everybody and their mama in. Defund the police. Let me see what else. Don't worry about school. Math is racist. I mean, the level of bull crap what they put out there is just outrageous. And the fact that now I get why young people fall into that because they don't want to do it. I get it, but it's going to screw you over in the long run. But when you talk about people that are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and you're talking that dumb, ignorant stuff, give it up. Give it up. Stop drinking coffee. Give it up, because you are a fool. You're a fool. If you are, I blame, no, I'm not going to say that. But if you still have that mindset that you did back when you were 20 and you're in your 50s, give it up. Give it up. You should not be talking about the same dumb stuff that you did back when you were 20. You should have matured, grown up, and become a responsible citizen and stop. Man, okay, let me shut up. I'm already in a lot of trouble already. I stay in trouble. All right, so as far as that is that is concerned, I think Trump is doing the right thing. He had every right to take over DC. Somebody had to, because nobody else did it. He was the only one that had the cojones to do it. Joe Biden, he wasn't going to do that. He was too busy saying, hey, give all these people money. Oh, the veterans. Oh, we're not going to give them that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to tell you about veterans. Let me tell you about veterans. This is what I believe. Oh, excuse me. I believe the government is not helping the veterans for this reason. They spend less time helping the veterans, keeping them off balance, because if they did, the veterans would rise up and see that this country is turning towards communism, and they would most definitely fight to keep that from happening. You can't let the veterans rise up. You can't do that. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Now, I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. I don't think that I am, because I don't know any country that would have its people fight for them life and limb, come back, and then to do absolutely nothing for them. They don't do that. They take care of their veterans because their veterans are down with their government and what their government is doing. They approve. You got people here that are in the military, in these different armed forces, and they're like, Biden, check this out. This is what I'm imagining. Biden, check this out. Look, we know that the ukulele country is not with NATO at all. Why are we over here? We have no business over here at all. We don't. And matter of fact, what's going on over there in the Ireal country, we have no business over there because they're committing the G word. And it's going against the Geneva Convention. You know what they're doing. You allowed it. You turned. Now we got to stop that. You can't have the veterans rise up and say no, especially the ones that served in Vietnam, especially the ones that were in Desert Storm. I mean, as they are younger, the ones in their 50s and 40s, they're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But then again, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe we don't have the money to help the veterans. Maybe we don't, because all the money is going towards the illegal immigrants. Oh, because they need it. Not the people that served life and limb, not them. You can't help them. No. Give it to the new people that are coming in and they can, work here, do this, do that. Let's give them startup money. Let's go ahead and give them money for their families. Give them 2-3 years worth of free rent. Give them jobs. The veterans don't need it. Oh, forget about them. Oh, American citizens. Oh, don't worry about them. Oh, the teenagers, and they have their starter jobs. Working. Oh my goodness, this shit pisses me off. When you go to like fast food restaurants were jobs for teenagers. Not some middle-aged person from another country that doesn't speak the language, and that was the only job they were able to get to support their families. Those jobs were for teenagers. I remember growing up in the 80s and 90s, going to Giant, I keep on saying Giant, McDonald's, Popeyes, churches, whatever it is. They all had teenagers in their work, and teenagers in their early 20s. The ones who were 20s were going to college to get, and those jobs were the jobs to where you screwed up, you cussed out your boss, you did dumb stuff. to get all that stupidity out of your system. No, we don't have that anymore. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on and on. I'm not going to do that, but let me go ahead and leave that alone. I totally strayed. But I think what Trump did is a good thing. And conservatives are like, yes, most definitely. Trump did that, and he should continue doing it. Hooray for him. And you're going to have people that are like, no, and no, because he's a racist. This is the one that I heard. That was the most ridiculous. Don't let him go to the big cities, because whenever you say urban cities or what is it, urban cities, major cities, it's filled with black people, and they're going to come and arrest all black people, stuff like that. Well, how about this? Let's say this. Maybe there are a lot of black people in the inner cities. Okay, let's say that. And let's say that there's a certain portion of the black community in those major cities that are committing crimes. So if they're committing crimes and they get arrested, that's racist. I mean, help me out here. They ought to allow to do whatever they want to do. Is that it? I mean, I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Help me out here. Or is it that it's just so out of control and the black community doesn't do much to correct the dysfunction, to correct it, and to put those people out of the community that are causing the problems? Let them go to jail, because they sure enough didn't listen in the household. They sure enough didn't listen in school. They sure enough didn't listen to anybody in their community. They're running around acting a fool. And because they're doing that, we have all these problems. So the federal government comes in, rounds people up, put them on over there. You need to grow the hell up, but you're going to grow the hell up over here. You can't grow up where you're at. You can't do it because you're not acting right and you don't listen. We're going to give you some act right here. You sit your butt down for a little while, learn something, and let's see how you like being around people that are just like you. No, they're like, oh my goodness, I'll act right. I won't commit any more crimes. I'll go to school. I promise I will. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. All this stupidity is going to stop. You're going to see people act right quick. And Trump is going to give it to them. But on that note, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please like, subscribe. Please help me out. I'm demonetized. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Politics with Laura. Anything would help. I got to keep up with all these subscriptions. And also check me out on Rumble too. Politics with Laura. On that note, I do want to thank you for stopping by, because you could be anywhere in the world which you are, but you're right here with me. Thank you.